Hello, I'm Dr. James Bogash, expert in health and longevity and creator of Bogash Life and Balance. And today we're going to talk about a simple thing you can do for your child to lower his or her risk of developing multiple sclerosis or MS, especially if you or a close relative has MS. It would make sense to be that much more hypersensitive about things that we can do to make sure that the immune system doesn't turn on itself. And while we're talking about MS here, pretty much any autoimmune condition would probably you can fill in the blank with any autoimmune condition, because vitamin D and sunlight play a huge role in balancing the immune response. We're seeing that in the middle of the pandemic, where vitamin D can play a huge role in keeping the immune system doing what it's supposed to be doing. But we know that proper levels of vitamin D help white blood cells go away after they're needed. It's called immune cell senescence, specifically the lymphocytes, our blood cells that attack viruses. Our white blood cells, immune cells that attack viruses. During an infection, those numbers go up and then they drop down. Part of the reason they drop down is because if we have too many white blood cells running around, they're going to find something to do. And that something to do may include portions of your body that you don't want your immune system attacking. That's an autoimmune condition. So in this particular study, looking at about 332 kids, the kids range from 3 to 22. The problem with MS in children is that it can create more of a problem. It's more of a chance for the immune system to progress faster. Not a good thing. So anything we can do to lower risk is always a good thing. So what happened was researchers looked at the prior summer after somebody had been diagnosed with MS, and they found that those who spent 30 minutes to an hour a day outside in the sun had a 52% lower risk of developing MS. If they spent more time, like 1 to 2 hours a day, that risk dropped to 81%. That's a huge drop in autoimmune conditions, specifically MS. It's really a simple approach. Researchers did look at sunscreen exposure, and sunscreen didn't seem to make a difference. If you're gonna have a child and they're gonna be out for 2 hours, they should definitely have sunscreen. I happen to be a bigger fan of barrier protection, but if they're gonna be out for a half hour, 45 minutes or so, depending upon your child's skin type, sun exposure is good, and sunscreen blocks a lot of the benefits of sun exposure. So we need to kind of look at each individual situation and see how much your kids are going to be outside. But the bottom line is they should be outside and out in nature, out in sunlight. That's the way we were designed, and our bodies respond well when we do things we were designed for. So as an aside, probably vitamin D supplementation I've always recommended for the kids of parents who have MS. So to maybe stop the chain up. And usually, depending upon the age of the kids, 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 a day is very inexpensive, very safe, and may actually help thwart the development of a potentially nasty autoimmune condition known as multiple sclerosis. As always, I'll post a link to this particular study in the description. Make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who you think needs the information, and subscribe to the channel.